Here I will tell you that volume strength of hydrogen peroxide H2O2. Okay, so just I will give you one example. With that you will clearly understand what exactly volume strength of H2O2 is about. So for example, I am taking a solution of H2O2 and I am labeling it as 10 volume strength H2O2. 10 volume strength H2O2 solution. So what is the meaning of this word 10 volume strength H2O2 solution? It means that when you take 1 volume of H2O2 solution, upon heating, it is going to liberate 10 volume of oxygen gas at STP conditions. So when I label one H2O2 solution sample as 10 volume strength, I mean to say that 1 volume of that H2O2 solution upon heating liberates 10 volume of oxygen gas at STP. So in terms of different units of volume, if you express, that means if you take 1 liter of H2O2 solution, this upon heating, it is going to produce 10 liter of oxygen gas provided the conditions are STP. If I take 10 ml of H2O2 solution and subject it to heating, this is going to liberate 100 milliliter of oxygen at STP conditions. So like this we have to understand. And in the same context, when I talk about 20 volume strength H2O2 solution, so what you have to understand out of this 20 volume strength H2O2 solution? So it is clear that if you take 1 volume of H2O2 solution, this upon heating produces 20 volume of oxygen gas at STP conditions. As an example, if you consider, if you take 1 liter of H2O2 solution, this upon heating producing 20 liter of O2 at STP conditions. For example, if I take some 20 ml of H2O2 solution, this upon heating, how much it is going to produce, Nana? It is going to produce 400 ml of O2 at STP conditions. So this is the way that we are going to write. And finally, we will take a generalization. That generalization, say for example, I am taking the volume strength of H2O2 is V. So I am considering a sample of H2O2 solution which is labeled as V volume strength. That means 1 volume of this sample H2O2 solution upon heating, it is going to liberate V volume of O2 gas at STP conditions. Am I right? But if I take say for example 1 liter of H2O2 solution which is labeled as V volume strength, so this is going to produce V liter of O2 at STP. So this is the way that we have to understand the definition of the volume strength of H2O2. Okay, so now we will move on to derivation for the relation between volume strength of H2O2 and weight by volume percentage. So now we will do this one. Look into this. Yes. So relation between weight by volume percentage and volume strength. Relation between weight by volume percentage and volume strength. So this is what we are going to establish now. To establish this relation, first I am assuming a sample of H2O2 solution which is labeled as V volume strength. Assume V volume strength H2O2 solution. So from the definition, what we can understand, that implies 1 liter of this H2O2 solution, upon heating, it is going to liberate V liter of oxygen gas at ASTP. So let it be equation 1. Keep it aside. Now, first of all, we'll examine how the H2O2 is going to decompose to produce oxygen gas. So we'll move on to that first of all. So here, if you examine this, the balanced equation for the decomposition is 2H2O2 upon heating produces 2H2O plus O2. So from this, you can say that uh, from the balanced equation, you can easily understand that when 2 moles of H2O2 is taken, it is going to produce 1 mole of oxygen gas, right? Now, if you convert this moles data into mass for hydrogen peroxide and volume for oxygen, then what is going to happen? You will get this. Convert the 2 moles into the mass. So what is the molecular mass of H2O2? So we know that oxygen O2 is 32 and 2 hydrogens are there. So 34. So 34 into 2. So it is going to be 68. So here it is going to be 68 grams. So if you take 68 grams of H2O2, then it is going to produce 22.4 liter, provided the conditions are STP. Because we know that 1 mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liter at STP. So if 68 grams of hydrogen peroxide is taken, that is going to liberate 22.4 liter of oxygen gas at STP conditions, right? So this I'm going to write like a statement, which is going to help you. So to produce 22.4 liter of O2 at STP, how much H2O2 is to be taken, Nana? So 68 grams of H2O2 is required. Now I'm going to identify, to produce V liter of oxygen, to produce V liter of oxygen at STP conditions, how much H2O2 is required? Just simply cross multiply this one. So 68 V divided by 22.4 liter. So this many grams of H2O2 is required. Am I right? So now we got an important conclusion here, that is to produce V liter of oxygen, so this much mass of H2O2 is to be taken. So let it be equation 2. I'm going to take it as equation 2. So now if you carefully examine equation 1 and equation 2, in equation 1, to produce V liter of oxygen, how much volume of H2O2 solution you have taken? That is 1 liter of H2O2 solution you have taken. And in the equation 2, to produce the same V liter of oxygen at STP, how much mass of H2O2 you have taken? That is obviously 68 V by 22.4 grams. So from this, what we can conclude is, okay, so the point is, so from equation and 2, what I'm going to infer here is 1 liter H2O2 solution, it is going to produce V liter of oxygen at STP. And the same V liter of STP, a V liter of oxygen gas at STP is going to be obtained from 68 V by 22.4 grams of H2O2, right? So from this, what I can conclude is this is the mass of H2O2 that would be present in 1 liter of H2O2 solution. So that implies 68 V by 22.4 grams of H2O2 present in 1 liter solution. Okay, so from this, can you tell me in 100 ml, what is the mass of H2O2 present? So in 1 liter, this much mass is present. In 100 ml, just divided by 10. That means simply you can take 68 V by 22.4 into 1 by 10. So this many grams of H2O2 is present. So from this, what we can conclude, that is in 100 ml of solution, the mass of H2O2 present is its weight by volume percentage by definition. So therefore, weight by volume percentage is equal to 68 V by 224. So this is the weight by volume percentage of the volume strength of H2O2. So now here, if you want, in the place of volume strength, you can substitute any volume strength. Say for example, if you want to calculate what is the weight by volume percentage of 10 volume strength H2O2, then simply put V is equal to 10. Then you are going to get the required answer. Okay. So next we'll see how this volume strength is connected to molarity and normality. Right. So now we'll see the relation between volume strength and molarity normality. So here I'm using this already established relation that, so if V volume strength H2O2 solution H2O2 solution is taken, already we established the relation that 1 liter of this H2O2 solution contains 68 V by 22.4 grams of H2O2. This relation already we established, that is from equation 1 and 2, we consolidated this. So now I know that what is the mass of H2O2 present in 1 liter. So then directly you can apply the molarity formula here. So what is the formula for molarity? So molarity M is equal to weight of solute by its gram molecular weight into 1 by V in liters. So that implies molarity is equal to, what is the weight of H2O2? It is 68 into V by 22.4. And what is the gram molecular mass of H2O2? It is going to be 34. So it is in the denominator. And this mass is present in 1 liter, hence it is 1 by 1. So hence it is going to be cancelled 2 times. And this is going to be cancelled 11.2. So finally what you got here is, therefore molarity is equal to volume strength by 11.2. Molarity is equal to volume strength by 11.2. So this is the relation between molarity and volume strength, and this can be converted into the normality. So we know that what is the relation between molarity and normality. So if you look into that relation, we are having the relation that we have normality is equal to molarity into n factor. Okay, so from this I can say that n is equal to m into, what is the n factor for H2O2? When H2O2 is decomposing, its n factor is going to be 2. Okay, so from this molarity is equal to normality by 2. So substitute this molarity expression in the equation 3. So put above expression or above value in equation 3. Then what happens here? It is going to be normality by 2 is equal to volume strength divided by 11.2. So that implies normality is equal to V divided by 5.6. So this is the relation between normality and volume strength. So these are all the formulas that you can remember. So whatever the volume strength given to you, in order to calculate its molarity or normality, directly you can make use of these formulas. So before closing this one, just I would like to consolidate all this data into a single tabular form. Okay, so let us consolidate in a simple tabular form such that it will be easy for recapitulation. Right, Nana? So initially I'm going to take sample of H2O2. Here its weight by volume percentage, its molarity, and its normality. Right? So just I will do for 10 volume strength, 20 volume strength, and 30 volume strength. Right? So here, once recaptured that formula, weight by volume percentage, what is the formula that we got, Nana? Here the formula is going to be 68V by 224. This is the formula. And molarity formula, volume strength by 11.2. And here volume strength by 5.6. So we are using this formula only. So here I am taking 10 volume strength. So simply put V is equal to 10 here. Then how much you are going to get? 680 divided by 224. So you are going to get 3.036 percentage you are going to get. If you take for 20 volume strength, then how much you are going to get? You are going to get 6.071 percentage. In the same way, if you take for 30 volume strength, then 9.108 percentage. So that is what you're going to get. And now for the 3 volume strengths, again we'll calculate the molarity. So first of all, 10 volume strength molarity. That means 10 divided by 11.2. So it is going to be 0.893 percentage. And for 20 volume strength, that means 20 divided by 11.2. You are going to get 1.786 percentage. And in the same way, 30 volume strength, that means 30 divided by 11.2. You are going to get 2.679. Oh, we need not express this in terms of percentage. It is just molarity only, no? right? So next, in the same way, normality you can express. So 10 volume strength normality, that means 10 divided by 5.6. You are going to take it as 1.786. And for 20 volume strength, that means 20 divided by 5.6, you are going to get 3.571. And 30 volume strength, 30 divided by 5.6, you are going to get 5.357. So whenever you want to revise the data, if you revise this tabular form simply, that will give you the more clear picture. So this is about the volume strength of H2O2 and how it is related to the weight by volume percentage, molarity and normality. Thank you very much, everyone.